we record the calls, so when some agents can't make it to this conference call, they'd like us to send it to them. So we try to do this every month, and the whole purpose of this is to help agents become more successful, and hopefully you can pick up something, a tidbit from what the agents have to say. We do it every Wednesday, the second Wednesday of the month, and it's noon Central Time. And then it's followed up tomorrow on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Central. Rob Recker from Main Street Marketing does a webinar, and we've been working with them the last year and a half, and I really like their product. And if Rob joins us, I'll let him explain that to you.
I'm here. I just wanted to hear you talking good about me, so I kept quiet.
Welcome, Rob. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. We truly have enjoyed working with them, and they also have their product is ad aidable, and so when you package their product with our service, you can get ad aid for it. Our guest speaker today is Reva, and she's out of the Brookfield area, and Reva's actually started working with us back in 2001 on personal lines, and you notice that there's a couple American Family agents on here with us. And we've been in business for 15 years. The first 7 years, we were very loyal to American Family with the auto and home, and then the cross-selling. There wasn't much commercial activity going on with that. We worked with he was the top agent with American Family out in Reno, and we helped him become the #1 agent within American Family. But 8 years ago, farmers came to us with the commercial, and it's a daytime call. We don't have to worry about the do not call law, and it's been very successful working with farmers, and what we're seeing is a few American Family coming back and would like help in the commercial arena. So with all that being said, I'll let Reva take over, and Reva, if you want to share the story with these agents, that'd be wonderful.
Okay.
And I'll mute out here.
All right. I'm Reva. I've been with farmers for about 10 years now. I started my agency in Sheboygan, Wisconsin around December of 2001. And I then moved my office from Sheboygan to Brookfield, Wisconsin, end of 2006 due to some personal reasons. And I've been here in Brookfield from 2006. When I was up in Sheboygan, I used Client Focus for personal lines, for auto, home, and life, and they did a great job at that time setting appointments for me, especially since I'm not very comfortable making cold calls. And they got me great appointments. I was one of the leading producers for life at that time. So it was wonderful. When I moved here, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, if I was going to still be with doing auto, home, and life, or going to concentrate on commercial. And then in 2007, 2008, our commercial wholesaler and I became good friends, and she said she'll help me grow my commercial book of business, and she said Client Focus will be making calls if you really want them to set appointments for you and stuff. So I said, okay, I'll give it a try. And in 2009, end of 2008 is when I started with Client Focus again, and in 2009, I signed up for three-hour sessions a month, and my commercial book of business was just, wow, it was up. Like I was writing like 4 or 5 policies a month, and they got me tons of X-dates. And they have a fantastic telemarketer. At least for me, she's fantastic. She gets me hot leads, and she calls me, and she goes, Reva, this person wants to talk to you. So it's really great having her call for me. So 2009 was great. 2010, I said to myself, three-hour sessions, I'm not able to keep up with it, both financially and time-wise. So I said to Sue, hey, let's reduce it to 1 3-hour sessions, and let me do with that, see what happens. 2011 was just unbelievable. I didn't write even one that whole year because I was not getting that many leads. So I was like, okay, I better go back so I can have more leads. So in 2012, I went back to 2 3-hour sessions, and I have already written like 6 policies this year, and one was a big account, like about $17,000 premium. So I'm thinking, well, 2 or 3 hour sessions is what is best for me. And another thing I do is I give them the same names, so marketing consistently to the same person, same business, seem to be working for me because the calls that I'm getting or the appointments she's been setting for me are from those people who have received postcards from me for the last 3 years, and my assistant following up from all the leads, X dates that the telemarketer has gotten for me. So they're like, okay, I'm going to give you a try this time. And that's how I got the business this year, because I've been consistently marketing, telemarketing, and following up. And that's my story.
Sounds good, Reva. Thank you. Before we go into some questions about how you do your presentations and your follow-up, I just want Rob to come in just for a few minutes and explain to the agents, Rob, how we use your product and the reasons why we have kind of changed over from just doing commercial X dates going to the BOSS strategy.
Okay, very good. We are Main Street Marketing System. You may have heard of us as the home organizer software that features the Milk Digital ID, Silver Digital ID, Ears Digital ID, and a home inventory system. We've been working with farmers since 2004. Actually, we became national in 2006 as a turnkey vendor, one of the first turnkey vendors, which means if you purchase any of our products, anything that's home organizer, milk, et cetera, related, we can run it through Folio. It qualifies for 50/50 ad aid. That's why as we tag team with Client Focus, as long as these do have that twist, of the home organizer, et cetera, it qualifies for ad aid. Now, the way that this works, this is a gift, and we talk about this on the webinar, that can protect people's kids, their pets, their valuables. It just opens the door for a conversation. You're not just talking about protecting possessions. You're now talking about protecting loved ones. This works great not only from event marketing, from a client aspect, but where we really center on is the commercial aspect. And with BOSS, the business owner sales strategy, we worked with the affinity marketing and actually developed this system because farmers found out that 89% of employers will allow a farmer's agent to talk to their employees if it's about a worthwhile cause. Sorry to tell you, but auto rates is not considered a worthwhile cause, but a gift that can protect their kids, their pets, their valuables is. So this opens the door to the business owner or the decision maker with the commercial aspect, the gifting of the CD to them, and then the gifting to the employees through a lunch and learn, which we call a milk and cookie session, to have an opportunity to not only write the commercial, but now to kind of work your way through with the employees for all of their P&C and life needs. And that's what we talk about on the BOSS webinar.
Awesome. Thanks, Rob. So that's tomorrow, Thursday at 1 o'clock. If you need an invitation, you don't have one, just give us a call on our toll-free number, and I'll give that out if you don't have it, 877-692-3400, 877-692-3400. Otherwise, off our website, clientfocusconnections.com. But we partnered with them a year and a half ago, and the reason is we wanted agents to get more success out of the gate. Sometimes when you focus on just the X date of the commercial, when you call them, you don't know when that renews. It might renew next month, or they might just renew it, or it might renew 6 months or 10 months out. And so agents get real frustrated, and that's why I want to talk about your follow-up, Reva, next, is agents get real frustrated if they can't get that immediate gratification and waiting and developing, the X date pipeline. So that's why we partnered with Main Street Marketing for 2 reasons. One is the ad aid, and the second is that with their product, it allows you to get to the business owner right away, make that introduction, try to get to the employees, do a lunch and learn, while you're still keeping your eye on the commercial, but you're just building that relationship, right away. So Reva, let's move over to your follow-up. Once you get the leads from us, what's the next thing that you do?
All right. The telemarketer usually sends me a list. If it's a hot lead, she calls me and says, this person would like to speak with you right away, or she wants to see you tomorrow, within the next couple of days. So I just follow up as soon as she calls me. And then after the session is done, she sends me the list of the names that she's got, like the X date or details about what the business is all about and when the ex-date is and when they would like me to contact them and all those things. So as soon as I get that in, I input